I'm Tim Love, the director of the graduate program at Northeastern. The physical side, and just include enough of the open space in the street. There's two things that distinguish our program. One is that we're very interested in the everyday building types of the contemporary city. So that's multifamily housing, mixed-use office buildings with retail on the ground floor. And I think the other thing that distinguishes our program is that maybe more than any other city in the country, Boston is the perfect laboratory, probably 14 of them, to situate our studio problems on real sites with real stakeholders, with public officials that are engaged in our studios.
I think it's really site-specific. Being in Boston, it's an awesome place to live with all the history and architecture, but they go one step beyond just the location and they really integrate it into the studios, which has been awesome.
Northeastern, specifically the architecture program, has a focus on Boston, and we're designing in the urban context that we live in, so it's a really interesting perspective to have.
Each of these urban neighborhoods are a kind of microcosm of urbanisms that you can find almost anywhere in North America. And this is the best place in the whole South End to see the great difference between the backs and the fronts. The studios are kind of the centerpiece of the curriculum every semester. They are kind of home base for other courses that support them. These aren't individual silos, the courses, but a kind of integrated experience, the way an architecture firm really works in terms of the kind of breadth of knowledge that you need. We also have at the graduate level, I think, a unique way to teach professional practice. We don't do it through a lecture format, but a series of case studies that are much more interactive, that are much more successful, I think, at getting students to understand the relationship between the architect, the zoning attorney, the engineer, the real estate developer, the official of the Boston Redevelopment Authority, and the way that these actors in the development and design process need to come together around a project. It's not, the architect doesn't have full say on what gets built, and we want to, again, empower our students to get into that environment and actually be advocates for good design.